I was sent home with an ectopic pregnancy.
When Kylie Thurman showed up at Ascension in Williamson Hospital outside of Austin last year, bleeding and in pain, she says emergency room doctors denied her an abortion, instead telling her to let nature take its course.
I was sent home to let it go off inside of me and internally hemorrhage and potentially die, which is, it ruptured and I internally hemorrhaged.
The untreated ectopic pregnancy caused her fallopian tube to explode, compromising her ability to have kids in the future. She's now filed a complaint, asking the U.S. government to investigate whether Ascension violated federal law by denying her an abortion, something the hospital denies.
Having my symptoms be dismissed, my pain be dismissed, it's unacceptable.
Texas has some of the most restrictive post-Roe abortion laws in the country. The only exception is to save the life of the mother, but the criteria isn't well defined.
A doctor who provides an abortion in Texas in violation of the ban faces life imprisonment, hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines, and loss of their medical license. As long as abortion is criminalized, doctors are terrified to provide essential health care to their patients.
That's forced tens of thousands of women to flee Texas for care. And a recent JAMA pediatric study found that the infant mortality rate in the state has spiked 12.9%, compared to an increase of 1.8% nationally. 22 states have now either banned or severely restricted abortion access since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade 2 years ago. And according to an Associated Press analysis, more than 100 pregnant women in medical distress who sought help from emergency rooms have either been turned away or negligently treated since 2022. The issue is now front and center in this year's presidential election. According to a recent New York Times Siena College poll, while the economy remains the top issue, a growing share of swing state voters now say abortion is central to how they'll vote this November.
It's helping Democrats everywhere, and particularly, obviously, the national ticket, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. They're both longtime pro-choice politicians. Whereas Donald Trump, he's all over the map, and he's been all over the map for decades.
Abortion access will be on the ballot in 10 states, leaving the decision in the hands of voters. But not in Texas, where only lawmakers, mostly conservative, are left to decide the fate of women across the state. Toni Waterman, CGTN, Austin, Texas.